Danny McCoy and Billy Davis hooked up 5 times last night. This one 50 yards at deep post to Davis. And the UC Bearcats won the oldest rivalry west of the Alleghenies.
The Dave Curry Show. Brought to you by Utapole Shanley, Cincinnati's brewery. The Cincinnati Gas and Electric Company. The Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Cincinnati. Provident Travel. And by Yugo Cincinnati.
Good morning, and a good morning it is on the Dave Curry Show. Bearcats beating Miami last night 31-26. And, Coach, it's a double-header of happiness, I guess, this morning. Not only did you win a game you absolutely had to have with your backs to the wall at 1 and 2, but you beat an arch rival in Miami.
Well, Tim, it was really a big win. 30 years ago was the last time UC had beaten Miami 2 years in a row. We were against the wall, as we said. Our offense came back tonight, played well, and we are delighted with the victory this morning.
Well, I'll tell you what, Danny McCoy finally came out of his shell. He was reported missing in action the first 3 weeks, but he was there last night.
Well, we played some good football teams, and we played some good defense along the way. We just hadn't really put a game together offensively, and last night it was our turn to do it, and fortunately enough, we scored more points than the opponent did, too.
The last 2 drives were very special. 94 and 77 yards when you had to push the ball down their throats and win.
Tim, anytime you can go 94 yards for a touchdown, it's an achievement itself, but I think the character of the team surfaced last night. The fourth quarter, come from behind to beat a rival, to get on the winning side of the board was very important. So we're delighted with the victory. Now we'd like to take it on into the East Carolina game.
I think the folks will be delighted with this highlight package. Let's take a look at it now. First half highlights. The Bearcats at home at Nippert Stadium, a sellout crowd and then some against Miami, and UC gets the kickoff with Dwayne Hunter, the freshman, returning.
Hunter takes the opening kickoff, Tim, to the 25-yard line, and we open up the ball game here. This is McCoy back to pass, and he hits Steve Sanders across the middle. We wanted to throw the ball upfield a little bit more this game. We felt like going into the game, if we could protect well, we could throw it. Here's Al McKinney busting through the right side. He cut back. Al gets better each week if you watch him.
126 yards last night, Coach. He made up for a poor performance at Penn State.
Well, here's a field goal formation that we snap the ball directly to the field goal kicker, and he pooches it down in the right corner, and I believe the ball went out about the 6-yard line. This gives us good field position. Unfortunately, though, Miami puts a drive together.
You have a talented and versatile kicking game with Jones, the freshman, and Overgau.
Well, there are 2 youngsters, along with Phil Insalaka, that have worked hard, and they do have a feel for it. Last night's football game at Nippert had 2 of the better kicking games I've seen this year.
Yeah, Conrad could kick it for Miami, too, couldn't he?
Yes.
Gussman.
Here's Miami, and they run the ball. They block our corner, and that back runs into the end zone. That's Von Booker coming from all the way to the backside, making the hit in the end zone.
That's their fullback, Chris Thomas. Early in the game, Dave, it seemed they got outside of your containment, but you screwed that down and forced them in as the game went on.
We had gone into the game trying to defend against the pass. They did get the ball outside in the run a couple of times. We thought we could run to it. We did tighten up the second half, and here we're back on offense. This is McCoy to Davis, Mukes, excuse me, with a big catch. This was a big first down catch. Here's McKinney coming back to the right side. You notice Al is cutting back a little bit now and having some success. Looks good running the ball, Tim.
He surely does. He's great on that turf for that sure footing. He cuts so well.
This is McCoy back to throw. Gets a little time and comes back and hits the tight end. Darrell Huber played well last night. Our offensive line blocked well, and so did Leonard Cry, our fullback.
You got both your tight ends involved in the offense last night. Rob Williams caught a big pass over the middle, and, of course, Darrell Huber was on the receiving end of 3 or 4 last night.
We've got 2 good tight ends, and plus the wide receivers gives us multiple formations. Here's a big hookup. This is to Rob Williams we just talked about down the middle. Mukes is in motion. McCoy's back, and Davis will sneak out here. McCoy gets lots of time. Watch this catch.
They improvised a little bit. I saw Danny wave Billy Davis a particular direction that time.
Bill had gone up the hash mark, and Dan just had him move outside, And with Mukes, as you see in the far left of the screen, Roosevelt Mukes is the far left. Dan came back inside and hit Bill for the touchdown. Great catch.
Pretty special catch. He knew it was lunchtime as soon as he caught it, too, and he had to reach high to grab it.
Bill Davis has come on very well this year, and as you recall, he just moved to wide receiver. The replays here show, the highlights show a big hit coming up there. That's Richard Rhodes, and I think it's Von Booker that gets the fumble here.
Yes, he and Lee Perkins were both there, I think, sharing the ball, and Booker officially got credit for the recovery.
Tim, we didn't play well this series. We had a fumble snap from center, an illegal procedure penalty, so we had to settle for the field goal. There's Chris Asbeck making a big hit, stopping their run. We're getting a little pressure on here. That's Von Booker finally comes and puts the quarterback away. Hollis Smith, here's a good rush. Miami punts the ball. Again, Miami's kicking game. Look at this punt. That's Roosevelt Mukes, who did a good job of fielding the punts, getting it back up the field.
That was 54 yards, and Conrad had a 60-yarder last night as well.
Here's McCoyne finding again the tight end over the middle. Darrell Huber caught the ball very well last night.
On a gimpy knee, I thought Danny McCoyne did a marvelous job back there of avoiding the rush.
Well, here's McKinney on a quick screen. Roosevelt Mukes, the right side, made a great block. Also, Joe Heist, the split end, made a great block. Our split ends and wide receivers were blocking last night, which gave us big plays.
Offensive line that time just pushed Miami back, and then Scott Tackett, burrowing into the pile, shoved the pile back himself.
Huber, Hosfeld, Middendorf on the left side, double team with a kick out by the back, gave us the touchdown. And we're now looking at Miami's long field goal. I believe that was 52 yards, wasn't it?
53 by Gary Gussman. Their all-time leading scorer. You blocked one of Gussman's points. Von Booker got that big mid up at 6'5". He can go up a long way. He reminds me of Matt Blair a little bit.
It might have been one of the biggest plays of the night, blocking the extra point, because it negated their touchdown and gave us a chance to come back and win.
So the first half, were you pleased pretty much with what you'd seen?
I was pleased with the way we had control of the game, but we had made some mistakes, broken down situations, didn't get the ball in the end zone a couple of times in the red zone. So we went into halftime knowing that we had control of the game, but we need to come back out, and the third quarter gets mighty tight.
You'll see a couple of drives that'll light your eyes up if you're a Bearcat fan when we come back and show you the second half highlights this morning on the Dave Curry Show.
You want to get a Pepsi?
Sounds good.
Not long ago, we asked our people to bring something extra to work. Food. Because when winter comes, we help gather food for the less fortunate people in the area. It's just one way we use our own energy to make this a better place to live. We're CG&E. And we know that the power of Cincinnati begins with the people of Cincinnati.
For your next business trip, let Provident Travel make your airline, hotel, and rental car reservations. Provident Travel offers large corporations ticket delivery, accounting data, and computer printouts, plus a toll-free 24-hour telephone reservation service. Corporate hotel rates are available to all business travelers. Provident Travel has a convenient ticket branch at All Right Parking near the airport and $250,000 worth of insurance. Call Provident Travel at their new office, 2800 Atrium 2. Provident Travel, managing travel everywhere under the sun.
Oh, Cleveland's got it all over Cincinnati.
Come on, Cincinnati's got the Bengals.
Cleveland's got the Browns.
Cincinnati's got the best college basketball.
Cleveland's in the NBA.
Cincinnati's got a fantastic riverfront.
Cleveland's got an entire lake.
We've got Cincinnati beer.
When it comes to a little friendly competition, you can't beat the taste of Cincinnati's celebrated beers.
Halftime, 17-10, Cincinnati in the lead, and now you have a very precarious lead, 7 points against an offensive team like Miami. There's nothing sure, and the third quarter's all Miami.
Well, Tim, their field goal gave them some momentum, and coming out in the third quarter, we did see Miami pick up the pace of the game. I thought their quarterback threw the ball well. They made some big plays. So the third quarter was Miami, and then the fourth quarter we felt the fans behind us, and we will see a comeback.
Let's wade into the highlights here. Third quarter of action. UC up as we go to the third, 17-10. Third quarter belongs to the Redskins, and the fourth, coach, belongs to you.
Well, Miami is on offense here. Defensively, they flank us a little bit, and you watch this back pop the ball in the end zone. And as we said, Miami's got the momentum of the football game. Here's the block PAT. That's Von Booker coming up the middle. That was that youngster's 85th or 86th consecutive extra point record broken. And I might say to this, though, that play might have made the difference in the ball game.
It surely changed the complexion and the strategy a bit to put him a point behind. Here's Dwayne Hunter on a kickoff return. This is a good one. I really like this young man out of Princeton.
Dwayne Hunter gets better every day. When he knows the direction he's going, he's got quick feet, and I think you'll see him making some big plays at Cincinnati. We get a good hook up there. That's Darrell Huber, our tight end. McCoy is back. Again, protection's good. Watch this throw and catch to Steve Sanders. Steve hurt his ankle on that play right there, Tim, and he's going to be gimpy for a while.
Here's a long 52-yard field goal attempt by Gary Overgao, and it misses just off to the left side, so Miami dodges the bullet and stays ahead.
We made the decision to go for the field goal instead of pooching it. We didn't make it, but I thought Gary had some confidence. We almost made it. Those are long ones to make.
Beautiful streak completion by Mike Bates, the Miami quarterback. He's as good a quarterback, I think, as we've seen this year.
Excellent quarterback because he's got such a quick release. There's a touchdown to Stofa. Again, Miami is up. It looks like it's all Miami now. We start, the ball is on the 10-yard line, and we've got our backs against the wall. We don't do anything easily.
Now, keep in mind that this drive actually starts on the 6. You get a 5-yard penalty that brings it out to the 11, so that's the first play we see there. This ends up being a 94-yard drive.
Well, that's Bill Davis making a big hookup and turning it upfield and running. And this is at the 50-yard line. McCoy gets hit right there, and Mukes goes sky high to make a great catch. That was a good hookup because the quarterback got hit and the receiver made a great catch. Once again, we're throwing medium-sized routes, about 12 yards upfield, trying to pick the zones. Here McCoy comes back, and this is a good hookup to Al McKinney underneath the zone. We're moving the ball, not losing our poise. Ball's down to the 10-yard line. Here's McKinney around the right side. Look at him go up underneath. Leonard Cry put a linebacker on his back right there. It was good to see that block. And the crowd is behind us. We hear them. We're down that end of the field, and here's Tackett.
Scott's second touchdown of the day. This one from technically 1 yard out. You were down to the 1-foot line. He's sort of a goal line runner.
Well, he's a plotter, and he does a good job. That was Jeff Graham, our offensive tackle, making a big block. Look at the defense run. Here they're running the ball. That's Mike Kelly getting the quarterback. And Miami has to punt, and watch this guy hit this one.
60 yards for Chuck Conrad.
That's tough, and it's tough to come back when they keep hitting you that deep. But again, UC's got their backs to the wall, and here we go, Tim.
77-yard drive coming up.
Well, he goes up top and gets Bill Davis. A big play, big catch, big-time throw, 50-yard gainer, and now here we go. I think what's important to remember here is that we need 3 points to win the game, Tim, so we want to make sure we get good play selection. This was a big first down catch. Measurement here will show we got the first down. But once we get down into field goal range in our play selection, we want to be sure that we at least get 3. And watch this. This is McKinney, breaks 2 tackles, gets down to about the 3-yard line. This is Tackett off to the left side, and now I believe it's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. McCoy drops back and runs a quarterback draw. He's all by himself, and that's the big touchdown.
Did you think twice about that call? He's a little bit gimpy back there. Here it is again on replay. I love the quarterback draw. He's the only guy unaccounted for out there.
Well, it's one of the great plays at the right time, and Dan just needed to step back. They shot their inside backers. I want everybody to watch Delano Kelly on this tackle, though, on the kickoff return. Boom, right there. That was a big hit because we needed to shut them down.
He is a very, very special teams player, isn't he?
Yes, he is. This is Hollis Smith, Asbeck, Stewart causing pressure. That's a three-man rush at the end of the game. Big rush here. Again, we've got a three-man rush. Asbeck played well. Hollis Smith played well. There's Asbeck pressuring now. Bowman gets credit for the interception here, and it was a big interception, but Asbeck was the one that was on the quarterback when he threw it.
He was right in Bates' face, and I'm sure that Bates probably didn't even see the interception with Asbeck where he was. And there's the final. Two great fourth quarter drives of 94 yards, 77 yards, and you win it 31-26.
Channel 9's Paul Schaefer working for Cincinnati.
Not only was it a